Hey guys, Fran Capo here, the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking female, but you knew that. All right, so you know I love telling you about things that I find exciting and that I think that you might find valuable or interesting. And in this case, I want to tell you about something that is very special to me. You guys who know me know that I've actually gone to Korea and I've gone to Okinawa to do comedy shows for the servicemen and women. Why? Because they give their lives to make sure we can have the freedoms that we have in the United States. And I am so grateful to all these men and women. But a lot of times when they come back, it's almost like they're forgotten. They come back, or if they lose a limb, if they're lucky enough to come back, some of them are physically injured, but a lot of them suffer damages, emotional damages that we don't see. So they come back to their families who might not have seen them for years. And when they come back, people are like, hey, how you doing? Not realizing that a loud noise can set them off. They have post-traumatic syndrome. They have flashbacks. They have nightmares. In public, they're nervous to go out because they've seen horrible things during the war. There is a book that is out that I found out about called Reporting for Duty, and the book is 15 stories about soldiers, men and women, that from World War II, Afghanistan, Iraq, and it's the true stories of wounded veterans and their service dogs. It's a beautiful book put together by photographer Tracy Libby, and it is telling about an organization, and I want to make sure that I get the name of the organization right, so I'm actually going to look here on my paper to make sure that I have the proper name here. It is called Veterans Moving Forward. It's a 501 nonprofit organization, and the beautiful thing about this organization, to make sure that I say it correctly, it provides therapy and service dogs at no cost to physically and mentally challenged veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. But the best thing about them, it's not only the dogs that help somebody that's blind, these or just physically challenged. It helps soldiers who are also dealing with getting back into life, dealing with their families again. These dogs are trained to do amazing things. They can take medicine out of a drawer, give it to them at the right times. They could pick up cell phones. The dogs can sense when the owner is nervous or getting in a stressful situation and lead them the other way. Now, the other thing that described in the book is they tell you all the different types of programs that these dogs go through. Some of the dogs are trained by prisoners. And you say, well, like, how can a prisoner train them? The prisoners are screened to be able to deal with the dogs, and then on weekends they're taken outside so the dogs can get used to, people outside, and then Monday through Friday they're back again with the people in the prisons training them. Some of the dogs are from rescue shelters. Other dogs are raised with people that, have the dogs at their home, and they're specifically trained to do these things. The puppies go from different with different people, so when they meet this potential soldier that is going to take them to be their dog, they easily can adapt to having a new master. Not all the dogs that are in the program, work. The dog has to be a dog with the proper personality, and the person has to be able to bond with that dog. It's like having a best friend. And the stories in this book of these soldiers that say that if it wasn't for their dog, they wouldn't have been able to adapt back to normal life. And now they have these service dogs, and now they can be with their families, be out in public, and be able to assimilate back into normal life. We owe it to the men and women who give their lives and who do these things every day for years, depending on how long their tour of duty is, to read this book, understand, and if you have it in your heart, then donate to the VMF, because they can change someone's life, someone who dedicated their lives to make sure that we're free. Read this book, tell people about this book, and spread the word.